Hello, Professor. My name is Robert Lloyd, and I'll be doing my leadership comparison with Pastor Tony Reed and Walter Kim. My comparison of Walter Reed and Tony Kim. Introduction of leaders. Tony Reed is a pastor with over 10 years of experience leading a church community. Walter Kim is the president of the National Association of Evangelicals and pastor of Trinity Presbyterian Church. Tony Reed has been serving as the pastor of Fivefold Deliverance Ministries for 10 years. His focus is on spiritual growth and pastoral care. Walter Kim leads on a national scale, and he represents over 45,000 churches while also pastoring locally. Both leaders represent faith-based organizations, but they operate in different contexts. Achievements. Tony Reed, one of his achievements is that he guided the congregation through hardship with unity and service initiatives. Walter Kim, one of his achievements is that he was elevated to national leadership and is bridging theological and racial divides. Reed's greatest achievement is in how he brought people together during difficult times by emphasizing compassion and faith. Kim's achievement is being recognized as a leader who is capable of guiding a large, diverse evangelical community through changes in cultural issues. Both leaders highlight the impact of trust and vision in leadership. During my time of interviewing Tony Reed, he shared some personal things with me as far as what he had learned in becoming a leader. And throughout my notes, it was illustrated of some of the things that he learned. As far as his challenges as a pastor, keeping church membership consistent, fighting through the struggles of the church of people coming and also people walking away when things change in their life. Some of their challenges, as I mentioned, for Tony Reed was membership inconsistency, ethical choice between growth or discipleship. For Walter Kim is leading evangelicals through political and cultural divisions. Tony faced the challenge of people drifting away from the church and chose to focus on building deeper relationships instead of pursuing quick growth. Walter faces national level challenges like uniting a divided evangelical movement. These leaders demonstrate ethical decision making, but in very different scopes. Theories. Tony Reed strongly aligns with servant leadership theory and aspects of transformational leadership. Walter Kim embodies transformational leadership with inclusiveness and cultural engagement. Reed lives out servant leadership by embodying humility, exercising love, and putting the needs of the congregation first. Kim applies transformational leadership by inspiring and motivating people across a diverse evangelical spectrum. Power and influence. Tony Reed uses referent and legitimate power through trust and relationships. Walter Kim uses expert and referent power through scholarship and credibility. Tony influences people by being close to his congregation and building relationships, while Walter leverages his expertise and credibility to guide leaders across denominations. For both of these leaders, trust is a cornerstone of their influence. Mission, vision, and strategy. For Tony Reed, the mission is to share the gospel and build community. His strategy is in service and discipleship. For Walter Kim, his mission is to strengthen evangelical witness. His strategy is of inclusivity and clarity. Tony focuses on nurturing spiritual growth and creating a close-knit faith family. Walter's mission is broader. His mission is aimed at shaping evangelical influence nationally. Each vision is appropriate for its scale, and it shows how mission clarity drives leadership outcomes. Different lessons and attributes. Tony Reed, patience, humility, and courage in decision-making. Walter Kim, inclusivity, intellectual rigor, and the ability to inspire across divides. Tony emphasizes character traits that build long-term trust. Walter does the same, and he also uses intellectual and relational strengths to unify diverse groups. The different approaches show that leadership requires balance between personal values and organizational needs. Comparison and insights. Tony Reed focuses on local and personal discipleship. Walter Kim's vision focuses on a large scale and includes diversity. The leadership styles of Reed and Kim operate at different levels, but they show the importance of a positive attitude and transformational influence. Tony's approach is to develop the commitment of the members on a deeper level. Kim brings unity and credibility on a national stage and guides others. The comparison teaches us that successful leadership can look different, but the values remain central. As I interviewed Tony, one of the things that he shared with me as I was talking about his significant challenge was he faced when church membership wasn't consistent. People would get excited, join for a little while, and then suddenly drift away when life became busy or hard. This was difficult because he wanted them to grow in their faith, not just come and go. The ethical dilemma in this was whether to focus on attracting new people, to replace those who left, or to dedicate more time to shepherding the ones already there. He chose to pour his energy into building relationships with the members he had. He started checking in on families, during the week and visiting when someone was sick. The outcome was slower growth in numbers, but the people who stayed became deeply rooted in the church. He stated that this was a turning point because it taught him that true success is not about how many seats are filled, but about how many hearts remain faithful. Thank you.